2 games into the season in 1986, I led the league in scoring and points. Then Gretzky took over.
Did you get 5 in one night against Buffalo?
I got 4 in one night against Buffalo that year. So I had 6 in the first 2 games, 2 in Montreal and 4 at home against Buffalo in 2 nights on a Friday, Saturday. It was all downhill after that. But then, yeah, I had 2 4-goal nights, one then, and then, I don't know, mid-90s, I had 4 against Curtis Joseph here one night too. He was playing for Edmonton. But you know what? All those things you think you remember, the stats, we forget. You guys watch Leaf TV? You guys watch those old hockey games? Your dads make you sit down and watch old Leaf hockey games? And they've got the old guy talking with Joe Bowen about the hockey game that happened in 1980 or something. We don't remember the game that they're showing you. It's funny, you don't remember the game, but then they send you the tape and you watch the highlight. And as soon as you watch part of the game, the whole game comes back to you. You remember everything that happened in the game, but if you actually see the tape for the first time, you don't remember you got 2 goals in that game. You can't really remember the game, but as soon as you see part of the tape, the whole game comes back to you. That's why the guys can, you wonder, why would he know what happened or what? And it's neat though that as soon as you start watching the game, everything comes back to you. That means I haven't had too many concussions. I still remember it. But it's that's neat though, because they used to send us to games. I haven't done them in a while, but they said, I can't remember a game in 1987 against St. Louis. So they send you the tape, and as soon as you start watching, the whole game comes back. You remember all kinds of things that happened on the ice, but at the time, if somebody asked you, you have no idea. But the game does come back.
What was the best hit you ever did?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably one of the best is that St. Louis one everybody sees all the time.
Yeah.
The goalie, Greg Millen, he was in front of the net telling the defenseman he had lots of time. He didn't have much time.
Yeah, that was one of his issues.
Yeah. The hardest I've ever been hit myself, I collided at center ice. It was two same kind of hits. I collided at center ice with Mark Messier my first year, and in junior I got hit. Trottier, but not Brian, his brother, hit me in Medicine Hat one night. Both times I never fell down, and those are the worst hits. 2 guys collide and everything inside shakes. And you skate back to the bench, you guys ever hit, you go, can't breathe, can't get your wind. Those are 2 big hits I got.
You ever got hit by Scott?
No. A lot of battles with Scott, but never a big hit with Scott. Because he could hit. He did a lot of them.
How many injuries have you had?
I hurt everything there is to hurt. I did. I separated my shoulder in junior. I broke my foot my first year in the NHL. Then I hurt my back. I missed a year. Then I wrecked both knees each year coming back after my back injury. And I broke this hand lots, doing different things. Concussion, I got a bad concussion in my first year in Quebec. Nobody knows. That was the year we didn't play, the first 40 games, the lockout season, we didn't play. Remember we didn't play those January or something, we only played 40 games. Last exhibition game I got hit, my helmet fell off and my head hit the board. Had we started the season, I wouldn't have played until January. So I'd have missed 40 games, but because we had the lockout, I didn't miss anything. But that was, yeah, any more injuries? I groin surgery, which means stomach surgery right there. My groins were getting pulled, sore groins all the time, so it's stomach surgery. I think that's pretty much it. I never hit Wayne. Wayne was too good.
No,
Wayne was so good he never had the puck when you wanted to get him. He could suck you in and then all of a sudden he doesn't have it. He was unbelievable. Yeah?
Who's your favorite coach?
Favorite coach was probably my midget coach when I was 15. Barry McKenzie. He was also my algebra teacher when I went to school in Notre Dame. I had to be good then. So he was the principal, my algebra teacher, and my coach. He was Barry McKenzie, played a little bit of NHL from St. Mike's in Ontario here. I think he works with Minnesota right now. But though that was probably one of my best coaches ever.
Who's your favorite coach?
You know, I know no one favorite coach. You see a lot of guys. When you get older, you see a lot of people. We had about 9 in Toronto in 7 years. But a lot of different personalities. And usually the coach that you do the best with, you get along the worst with. Because it's the coach's job to push your buttons to make you play well. It's not the coach's job to be your best friend in the NHL. So when you guys in the NHL hear about bad communication, it's not that the coach's job to communicate with the players and be best friends. His job is to win. Now in your minor hockey, that's the coach's job. Make sure everybody's having fun, getting along, right? It's 2 different jobs. I played for Scotty Bowman, he never even talked to me. 3 months. Yeah, you see my wife in the hallway a couple times, talk half hour each time. But a coach has a role, and the players have a role, and it's a separate. You're not best buddies when you're coaching your players. The players are best buddies, and the coaches are making sure they're best buddies, but they're not there because then all of a sudden people take advantage of each other. 88, that's probably my back injury, or my knee. How many games did it say I played? 50, and that was part of my back injury. Yeah, I played 27 one year, I think, and 18 the next year. Broke glass? Yeah, you know what we used to do in the gardens? It was bad. We used to skate around, try to break the glass after practice. The old plexiglass, if you shot it right in the middle, 4 inches off the boards, if you hit it right perfect in the middle, it would break. So we'd skate, try to break it.
Did you ever break it?
Yeah, it was because it was easier then. Better glass now.
Did you play in the last game when they played starting?
No, I was in Tampa. I was playing for Tampa. I was getting a sun coat. Any more questions?
What advice you give for the kids to succeed while they enjoy hockey?
You just have to have fun playing the game. The biggest thing is fun. As soon as you think it's work, that's the last thing. In all sports, hockey, soccer, you have to have fun playing, right? And that's the key. And that's the parents' key to put you at the right level to make sure it is fun. Right? Because sometimes you get it too hard a level, and all you're doing is not the fun part of the game, you're just chasing it. Right? So it's the whole thing with sports and school and sports you do at school is you have to have fun playing. Right? You get to meet good friends, meet good buddies, and you'll remember that more than you will scoring the goals. Like I can't remember all the goals I got. You'll find out you won't remember them all either, but you'll remember all the buddies you had and the fun things you might have done on a road trip or a tournament. You'll remember those things easier than you will the game. You don't know why, but you do.
How much top shells did you?
Top shelf. I wish I had a lot more top shelf. Keep the peanut butter up there. I couldn't tell you. But you know what? Where most of the goals go in? Whoa, scrambles. Most goals aren't upstairs. They're the most fun though. I used to like skating around too because as you get older, you do warm up and you bang it off the glass, sounds good. That's what we used to do, all the same stuff you guys do.
What was your favorite arena to play?
Toronto, Montreal, and Chicago. Chicago was an old, loud rink. You couldn't hear the whole game. They were loud. You couldn't even hear the national anthem. The fans started cheering right from the national anthem. You couldn't even hear them singing or the big organ. You couldn't even hear it. It was a fun building. And they hated you. That's fun when another team doesn't.
Okay, guys, I think our bus is here now. So if there's any more questions, you want to get them in now. If not...